Hey, there's this boy.
Hey, there's ZestyBoyz. Welcome back to the Zesty Podcast. My name, of course, is Tony Shire.
I'm Mitchell Stonehand's gun in a new position today. I've officially overtaken Joey on the top 3 podcasting list.
What?
Nice. And I'm Joey Becknell, the recently overtook
Yeah.
on the podcasting list.
The position Mitchell's in today is missionary.
What's that supposed to mean?
You
Sex, Mitchell.
gotta sleep with me to do well on this podcast.
I gotta sleep my way to the top.
Old school Hollywood up in here.
I was fully prepared to suck his dick. You ever seen that Fire
We're
Festival?
off to a fast start.
The what?
The Fire Festival documentary?
No.
Oh,
Is that a quote from that?
yeah.
Oh.
There's a guy, they're trying to get water for their, huge encampment that's going to be having people in, less than, 10 hours. And, the guy went to go negotiate with the local guy that has the water or something. And they did an interview. He was like, I was fully prepared to go in there and suck his dick. And then he didn't have to suck his dick.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's like building up for no payoff. You think they would have showed it if he did have to suck his dick?
Yeah.
I remember that being like a huge thing when that documentary came out. I just kind of, but now it's just gone.
Yeah. It was pretty interesting.
What was it on? Was it on Hulu or was it on Netflix?
Netflix. Yeah.
Is it still on there? Maybe I'll go
Couldn't
check it
tell.
out.
Yeah, I would check it out. It's a great rise and fall of some guy named Billy.
Billy?
Yeah.
Billy Strings?
Not Billy Strings. He's still rising.
Oh, yes, he
The fall's
is.
coming though.
The fall's coming. That heroin's going to catch up to him.
And it catches up to everybody.
Joey, what you drinking over there?
Yingling. Lager.
Lager?
Yeah.
Oh, you betcha.
It's America's first
I'm
brewery.
drinking holy water.
Holy
Yingling.
water. Chick-fil-A.
It's in a Chick-fil-A cup,
Nice.
dude.
Not an Asian brewery, despite what people think.
Yingling?
Do people think
'cause
Yingling's
Ling?
Asian?
I get
That's
it all
racist,
the time.
bro.
A lot
Really?
of people think that it's Asian
Uh,
because it.
Yingling.
Isn't it
Yingling.
rated the best beer in America or something like that?
I don't
remember
know.
it being some. Maybe it's just
That's
because it's the
funny.
first beer and I saw one and beer and I was like, it's the best.
Because that title's reserved for the one and only Milwaukee's best.
It's the best light beer in Milwaukee. That is
Mhm.
true. Up there on the beer shelf.
There's all sorts of little contests for best beer and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like recently, Bell's Two Hearted Ale won.
I think I still have some of that in my fridge. I was planning before we even made the beer podcast. This was I think this was first semester of my senior year of high school, so more than a year ago. I was planning on doing beer, just making beer reviews where I sat at a table. I set up all the props, then it started raining, and I just never did it. And I was just gonna chug 6 IPAs and just throw up and stuff and just edit it to be funny. That's when I think I texted you hey, what's the most popular IPA? And you actually said Bell's Double Hearted 2 Ale, whatever the one with the fish on it.
Yeah,
whatever IPA
Two
that
Hearted
is.
Ale.
Never heard of
I
it.
bought that, never drank any of it, but I was gonna just chug all of it and just throw up all over the place and edit it, and I never did.
Was that video of you chugging the vodka real?
The video was real.
Was it the vodka real?
Hush.
Good answer.
I don't want to ruin the movie magic for you by giving you an answer.
Good
But
magician never reveals his
If I
secret.
tell you yes, you'll think I'm less cool. But if I tell you no, you'll think I'm more cool.
I won't think you're cool either way.
Exactly. So why should I tell you, Joey?
Yeah.
Still strutting the LSU, even though they're gonna be trash next year.
Hold that tiger.
Yeah, well,
Hold that tiger.
yeah, that was last season, yeah, right?
What? Coach O died.
Here's
I'm just kidding.
He got shot down.
Here's the deal. I'm an LSU fan, win or lose.
Oh hush.
It just so happens we're big winners.
Name
right
one
now.
player on their team now.
Joe Burrow. He's still
One
there.
Who's
player?
still on their team?
Okay. Terrace Marshall,
Don't believe you.
their
That's
best
a-
wide receiver.
I
Joey
don't have
before
enough-
this went on a name generator and just threw that one
Yeah,
up.
I don't-
Terrence Marshall.
I don't have enough.
Terrace. It's Terrace. not
Terrace.
Terrence.
Oh, so the fucking a terrace.
I don't have enough information
thing?
to refute you.
No,
so
it's
I'll
definitely
agree
a
with
player on the team currently. I was gonna go with Jacoby Stevens.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Mitchell, you-
there's Vincent Jr. as well.
Vincent Jr.
Yeah. It's his last name. I don't know what his first name is.
Mitchell, you left a coffee here about 2 weeks ago, and it's still sitting right there. If you want, if you want to take a little
It
sip,
is, dude. He's not lying.
It looks pretty nasty.
You know, you take a sip. How much? How much?
Derek Stingley Jr., another one.
There you go.
Will you take a sip for the podcast?
Absolutely
Dude,
not, dude.
dude.
That's like
Come
a dairy
on.
product.
Come
in there. It's been sitting there
on.
for
Come
2
on,
weeks.
Mitchell.
No.
Come on. See,
Look at that.
Joey's gonna grab
That's
it.
mold.
That's not mold. That's water. You can't
Hold it up
mold.
to the light. Look at that.
That is mold.
Come on,
That's
take a sip. Take a
nasty.
sip. Take a sip.
No.
Smell it.
Oh, look
just
at the
g-
chunk
g-
that's
dude,
stuck on the
just
side
give it a
right there.
sniff. Give it a
One-
sniff.
No. One
Why
time.
won't you give it a sniff?
I don't want to smell it. I don't want to smell. I don't care.
Sniff.
No one's
it.
gonna see it anyways.
They're gonna hear it. They want to hear your reaction.
Name one Georgia player, Mitchell.
Fucking.
Jake Fromm.
He's not on the team anymore.
Did he quit?
He's going to the draft.
Oh.
He quit to go. make
Monty
millions.
Rice. There you go.
He's not gonna get
Monty
drafted.
Rice.
One time I
Boys
had.
gay.
You could have easily said Cager.
He's not on the team anymore.
They went to the draft.
Yeah.
That was a trap, and you almost fell for it.
It wasn't even close. 2 Zaxby's cups that were in my room, and one of them was really old tea. One of them was my tea I had,
Young T.
a young tea, and I took the gamble and just sipped it.
That's my rapper name.
And I
Young T.
and I drank moldy tea.
You were
I-
you were a loser. That
I got
day.
a one up for you, not me, but my mother. My dad used to use chewing tobacco, and he would spit into cans, and he spit into a Diet Coke can once, and my mom drinks a lot of Diet Coke. She reached for the can, thought it was her drink, drank a swig of dip spit.
in for a rude
A
awakening.
hell of a buzz. Now she's addicted.
I mean, I did.
Haven't seen my mom
I've
in
done
years.
the same thing.
Have you?
Yeah, there was that.
With whom?
My friend.
First name only. Don't dox him.
Dylan.
Brady.
Ow.
Dylan, he was spitting
Brady.
into his fucking Yingling can, actually, and I had a Yingling down there, too, and I picked
Ow.
mine up. They're about the same. I didn't swallow it, but I had a mouthful of dip spit, and I about beat his ass. Dude. I was
See,
so mad.
I had I didn't know Gatorades like molded like if you just kept them out of the fridge, and so I was like drinking a Gatorade and like had it closed and just kind of forgot about it. I was next to my bed for a while and I was really hungover one morning. I started chugging it and like halfway when I was finished chugging with it, I started feeling like solids going down my throat, and I looked in, it was just full of mold. And I chugged like half a bottle of Gatorade worth of mold.
Oh, dude, nothing's nastier than
Yeah.
that. Nothing that.
Did you throw up?
No,
Oh,
I
I
would've
would
I want
thrown
one
up.
of those
I would have made
nutrients.
myself throw up
Yeah.
after that.
Fungus are good for you. Isn't that a thing? Like, people eat mushrooms, chanterelles, shiitakes, golden teachers. All
I
those
don't know
good
anything
stuff.
about mushrooms.
demonetized.
Demonetized. No, these.
Shiitake.
Oh, stop.
I remember the Spy Kids joke with shiitake mushrooms or something like that. Or there's something with
I just remember Spy Kids. There was a scene where one of the guys landed in a big pile of poop. That's the
Yeah.
only thing. And I remember a bunch of tiny dinosaurs on like a virtual map, and it was
Yeah,
badass.
that was sick.
I remember the spider monkey that Junie had.
I remember the bad guys were all thumbs.
Yeah, that was the first one.
I do kind of. I don't think I ever actually saw the first one. I just remember seeing memes of that. I think I only saw the second one.
They were all thumbs.
Who were the actors? Can you name any of them?
Antonio Banderas was the dad, I think.
What
Yeah.
was the one where they went to the video game? Was that Spy Kids or was that just a different?
That was Spy Kids 3.
Okay, I never saw
Oh,
that
really?
either.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that was a different one.
That was
Yeah,
Spy
I
Kids.
didn't see
Alright,
it.
what about Shark Boy Lava Girl?
I knew that was coming. Like that's like a logical transition from Spy Kids to Shark
Yeah.
Boy. I never saw that either.
So
I saw one scene where Taylor
Cool.
Lautner's teeth turned into shark teeth, and I turned
yeah,
it
was
off.
Badass.
Did you get to the part where George Lopez was the villain
I
and
did
he's-
not.
he had a giant face on this
You could have said
robot?
anybody. I would have
Yeah.
believed you.
Did you get the
Yeah.
part where Steve Buscemi was the villain?
I did.
Steve
He was in
Buscemi
the
was-
first one. He was in
second
Spy
one.
Kids. I
The
thought.
second one as he was like the scientist.
I do
think.
remember that. Yeah, or something
Joni.
weird.
Taylor
You
Lautner
fucking
was
idiot.
so hot in that movie.
Yeah, that was when he had abs. Like, are you Team Taylor or Team Jacob? Or it's not Taylor. It's Jacob or Edward.
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 I think I'm
Yeah.
Team Jacob just because wolves are way cooler
Well,
than vampires.
There's a cardboard cutout of Edward and of Justin Bieber somewhere in this house because my sister really liked both of them. So we could find them.
We should put them up behind
We
us.
should. That'd be good.
Or just like just their heads.
And it's right when the
hanging.
right when the movie came out. My sister cried when she got the cardboard cutout of Justin Bieber.
My God.
What a cultural phenomenon.
Never say never.
Dude, I listened to like one of his songs from a long time ago, and it's just insane.
Baby.
It might have been Baby, but it was insane how much it's just like him just not singing well, but just flexing, like doing like just intense vibrato, going like, "Whoa!" on like every note. Like it's not good. It's just weird. Like him just like any kid who's in like chorus is like, oh, let me sing for you, and like tries to flex. That's exactly what Justin Bieber did.
Yeah.
But now he's like he's a good singer now. Like he's
trying to get
matured.
away from stardom, though.
You think so?
Or,
That's what he's trying to do. He
Really?
like canceled his tour. My girlfriend told me all about it.
Yeah.
Well, J. Biebs
Yeah.
Controversy.
The controversy.
It's not controversy. It's just
Well,
he's
J.
like
Biebs
sick of
controversy.
being famous or
I
whatever.
remember seeing an epic rap battles of history. It was like Justin Bieber versus someone who was super cool to everyone who hated Justin Bieber. And like the ending line was, if you want to be a little white usher, here, show them to their seats. And he had like an usher, like just like a
Oh.
movie usher costume. And everyone was like, yeah, fuck Justin Bieber. That kid sucks. Because like
Yeah.
that was like a whole thing for a long time.
He's
hate-
like a
yeah.
freaking 15-year-old boy, and like 48-year-old men living in their parents' basements are making fun of him.
Yeah, I remember seeing like there was a ton
Piss me off.
there was a ton of jokes that were like not funny, but the fact that Justin Bieber was the antagonist of the joke, like it just got like
Yeah.
it went like skyrocketed, and
Yeah.
like just because it was like, oh, Justin Bieber's getting fucked up, like hell yeah.
What's like the modern equivalent? Like
I don't know if there is
Harry
one.
Styles. He's older,
Yeah.
actually.
No, Harry Styles is the cutie who wears high-waisted pants, who's getting everyone's girlfriends now because he's bi and cool.
yeah. I'm trying to think like someone you can put in a joke every time.
I
and
mean,
people are gonna
for a
think it's
while it
funny
was
that
like
you're-
Maddie B and Jacob Sartorius, whatever that kid's name
Jake
is.
Paul's one.
Yeah, Jake Paul,
you make fun
Logan
of Jake
Paul.
Paul, people are gonna love you.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think it's the equivalent of Justin Bieber. Like,
Yeah.
there's definitely people who don't like the Paul brothers, but I think like it's not as big of a cultural
Yeah.
phenomenon as Justin Bieber.
People
Ninja.
really
How
fucking
about
hate Logan
Ninja?
Paul after like the whole Suicide Forest thing.
Everyone forgot about that.
I know,
though.
but still, if you
Yeah.
told someone about Logan Paul, they'd probably like not like him.
You
Yeah,
like PewDiePie?
PewDiePie. I like
Or
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
T Series is the new Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, I honestly can't think of like an equivalent Justin
Ninja.
Bieber. Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm not seeing a lot of movement out there.
That was the most uncomfortable thing I've
Like
ever
the
watched
worst
in my
video I've ever
life.
seen.
That was like New Year's 2018, 2019,
Yeah,
something
he's,
like that.
Trying to teach everyone how to floss.
And it was all adult people who didn't, who just
He's
didn't.
like, he was like up on a lifeguard stand flossing,
Dude.
and everyone was just watching him.
Dude's loaded though.
Oh yeah, he's doing just fine.
He's doing just fine.
Or omission.
Who?
It's like some. I can't even,
Shut up, nerd. He's
I
a
think
Minecraft
I
YouTuber.
think
He has
it's
600
omission. I don't
subscribers.
even know what he does, but he like beats women and is super like misogynistic.
Chris
he
Brown?
just got arrested
Oh.
know.
or something. But like, he's like one. You know, you can make fun of a guy like
I
that.
I
all you
think
want.
with the culture, like no one's unified enough in what they dislike to dislike Justin Bieber as much as people did in like 2010, 2011. Like everyone has their own things that they hate, but I don't know. I'm trying really hard. I cannot think of like an actual thing that people.
Yeah.
Well, do you
Like,
think
I
it's
know-
just because we're in a different time period, we're not around as like many people that just like hate on things as much as that anymore?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm around
just
less
thinking that.
people, but I'm on Reddit and shit. I'm sure Reddit back when Justin Bieber was hated was all over, like everyone was just posting those memes all the time. So I didn't use Reddit in 2010,
I'd
2011.
say like around when like that whole Team 10 House thing happened, like Reddit really hated Logan Paul. Like there was like,
Is that I thought Jake Paul was Team 10.
or
I don't
maybe.
know.
Anyways,
One of
the
them.
whole Paul
They just
brother
got
thing.
packaged together.
Verizon Wireless. That's a huge piece of shit company. You see their Super Bowl advertisement? They posted like all this stuff about like supporting firemen and first responders, and then during the California wildfires, they just throttled their speed and told them they have to pay more money to like
Yeah.
actually use the services they were using. This is like the biggest piece of shit company on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something on Reddit this morning. It was kind of funny. It said you can tell how evil a corporation is by how like heartwarming and heartfelt their commercials in the Super Bowl are, which is true. Walmart had like one of like the best ones, like just supporting everybody. Like,
Did you see
Google?
the Google one? Yeah.
Yeah.
what was Google's? I didn't see
It
that.
was like the Alzheimer's.
Oh yeah,
man.
I did see that. Like, remind me that.
And it's like the underlying theme is like Google's been listening to everything you've said.
Remind
for
me,
a long
Loretta
time.
had a great ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll remind you.
Yeah. It's
favorite
just
movie.
like admitting that they like have everything about your
yeah.
entire life, but in a heartfelt way.
There were three things I said last night. Two of which I did see on Reddit this morning, which I was expecting to. I was expecting to see all three. One was I said to like my parents in Savannah, they'll back me up. Fuck you guys. I said, you like it's funny how all like the giant like capitalist corporations always do like the heartfelt like ads, and all like the small companies do the funny ones. I said people are gonna complain that it was all Spanish speaking stuff in the Super Bowl halftime, and how Puerto Rico is not an American state. I saw a bunch of shit like that on like just like the subreddits, like complaining about people saying that because Puerto Rico is an American territory or U.S. territory. And then the other one was Demi Lovato basically had blackface on with how dark her spray tan was. She had like triple blackout spray tan, and like her hair, like the hair she like weave or whatever she had on, like she literally looked like she was trying to be a black woman. I did not see that one. I saw 2 out of 3. I'm still expecting to see the Demi Lovato one. People were mostly just posting praise about how a year ago she was a heroin addict and almost died.
She's hard to touch because she did bounce back from a very hard situation.
Like, if I would have not heard that was Demi Lovato, I would not have thought it was Demi Lovato because it just looked like a black woman, and I know Demi Lovato's not a black woman.
Look up this Demi Lovato blackface.
Did you not?
I'm gonna look up Demi Lovato.
Well,
blackface.
I watched it. I
didn't
remember
see that.
thinking she looked black.
There was a big gambling thing, and like there was like an over/under for how long she was gonna sing the national anthem, and a lot of people lost because they thought she was gonna sing it way too long.
Yeah, she was pretty dark.
Doesn't she just look like a black woman in that picture? Like it's not like tasteless, but like she just looks like she's a black woman.
Yeah.
That's the hair too. Kind of looks.
Yeah, like. I don't know. Like, look up Demi Lovato from like 4 years. Text me that picture. I'll put it in the podcast. What time is it?
8:31.
16 minutes into the podcast. Shut up, Mitchell.
Yeah, like isn't that Demi Lovato?
It's not Demi Lovato.
Yeah, I like how my Lovato account was like suspended, or like I got
Your gambling account.
Yeah, I got shut down for inactivity because I hadn't used it in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to do all the prop bets. There's like thousands or like hundreds of prop bets for the Super Bowl.
Prop bets?
Or just like betting
like
on
color of the game.
like you said, the thing about Demi Lovato,
really?
how long she would
Dude,
sing.
the fucking graphics were pissing. Like, they were cool for like the first 5 minutes, but they did so many, like, they didn't do on-screen graphics. They did like weird like Avengers like style CG hovery graphics. It's like, this is just annoying. And then they had every character, every athlete drawn as a comic book guy.
Yeah.
It was dumb as fuck.
It was,
they were like pandering to like the Zoomers who were all into the Avengers.
The
and
only
shit.
thing that made me mad was they kept fucking up the yellow line. It was like
It
was like a foot off,
so
like
bad.
or like pretty far off multiple times.
That's why the 49ers lost. They
Yeah.
just kept looking at the yellow line.
That yellow line.
Damn refs were paid.
It should be on. They should. I feel like they could have figured out a way by now to like be able to like put that on the field.
I mean, maybe a projector or something.
Yeah, I mean they have a bunch of other shit. So
I think it would
they
like
got pylon cam.
I think it would compromise the game or something because they would know or something. I don't know.
They know. It's just like I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about Pat Mahomes being the youngest quarterback to ever win the Super Bowl and the MVP?
He's
a beast.
From
I
Texas.
think Kansas City is about to be very annoying.
I did not expect him to have a thick Texas accent.
Dude,
when
he
was
sounds like
talking.
Kermit, bro. He sounds like Kermit the
did.
Frog.
He went to like a Texas high school and Texas Tech, and then now he's for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey guys.
That's not what he's.
Hey y'all, how's it going? That's what Andy Reid did. I was proud. I was happy for Andy Reid.
Yeah, that's
Who's Andy Reid?
He's the head coach.
The coach.
Yeah.
He just looks like a guy who just works at like a mattress store in
Yeah.
Kansas.
Dude, have
and
you
like
seen-
goes to the bar and talks about football and
I
then just
needed to get
accidentally
that.
became the
Yo,
head
did you
coach.
see what Donald Trump posted?
Posted or like the commercial?
The tweet.
The tweet
What did
where
it
he
say?
was like, "Congratulations, Kansas City, Kansas, on your victory. Kansas City's in Missouri."
Is it?
Donald Trump said.
They play. in Missouri.
I honestly did not know. I
didn't know
Look
it
at the
either.
time. We got to take that out.
I was about to say I'm surprised a guy from Texas. I mean, if I'm sure anybody from Texas would play in Oklahoma or Kansas. I know people from Texas don't like Kansas and Oklahoma. Did not know it was in Missouri. I thought it was in
No.
Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas City's in
Look at
Missouri.
this picture
Donald
of
Trump didn't know that.
13-year-old Andy Reid compared to his compadres.
Oh, he's third. That's not real.
Yeah, no, it is. I
Oh
swear to
my
God,
God,
this
That's
is him.
awesome.
And like the punt, pass, and kick competition back in
he's
1971.
He's 13.
Look at that. Look at that. That yeah.
You're gonna text me that one too. I'll put It's
Dude.
fucking stupid.
The video is so funny. He just yeets a football like 50 yards, and he's like, just a goddamn
13.
yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't even know what I'm doing. Yeah. So we need the laptop.
He's 6'2" as a 13-year-old.
That's awesome.
Oh my god. Dumb,
Yeah.
stupid.
They have other bets, like they bet on what color the Gatorade is on the field.
What color
the
was
one
it?
the one
It was
that they
orange.
dump on the coach.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
A lot of people were saying purple because of Kobe. They might be doing that because San Francisco and whatever.
There was no Kobe tribute during the Super Bowl. I was surprised.
Well, he didn't play football.
Yeah, but
I know, I'm just
it was
kidding.
so close to
I thought
it.
there wasn't.
Hush your butts.
I don't remember there being one.
I thought Goodell said they were gonna do that.
Maybe I missed it.
I don't know, but I mean,
Dude, I loved that commercial at the beginning of the kid running the football, and it was like, take it to the house.
I don't think I saw it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did see that.
That was sick.
I didn't see like
I
the
can
very
never
first
tell if these
10
are
minutes.
real quotes from Andy Reid. This one says, "I'm gonna go get the biggest cheeseburger
He
you've ever
actually said
seen,
that.
and might be a double."
He said that.
Like it looks like he would say it.
Yeah.
There were some other silly ones. I'm gonna see if I can find the other one. That I
Yeah.
don't know if it was real or not.
Yeah, his quotes, like, they're exactly what you think Andy Reid would say.
I wore a 49ers jersey for the first time ever last night, and they lost.
It's your fault.
I think it might be. I didn't
Yeah.
really care.
Whose jersey was it?
Garrison Hurst went to UGA. Actually.
Like Andy Reid on his 9 grandkids, they keep you young, and at the same time they make you feel old. It's kind of like sweet and sour pork.
He said
He
that
did say that.
too.
Yep. Yep.
Like I honestly thought it was just like an Onion article or
Yeah,
something on
we
it.
should have a bit at the end of any podcast where it's like we read 3
Yeah.
quotes and we have to guess which one Andy Reid didn't say.
Do you know there's another good coach that gives a bunch of good lines? Is Mike
Ed
Leach.
Orgeron.
Mike
Yeah,
Leach.
Mike
Leach,
Leach.
Did you
Yeah.
say Ed
Yeah.
Orgeron? Like Coach O?
Coach
Yeah.
O too.
Does he?
Mike
Go
Leach
Tigers.
is fucking crazy. Mike Leach has like he taught a class at Washington State where he coached called like the art and strategy of war, and like in the context of football or something.
What?
And like we just listen to this guy talk. He's pretty funny. But
He have you seen all the videos of him ringing cowbells at Mississippi State?
I don't think so.
He just doesn't damn know how to do it. He's like, it's just so funny.
Is
to
he
look
the who's he the head coach of now? Is it Mississippi State?
Yeah, cowbells, baby.
Damn. It's a good hire.
Yeah. Pardon My Take interviewed Gardner Minshew, and he talked a lot about Mike Leach.
I mean, he every that offense he has is air raid or whatever. A lot of good
Yeah.
quarterbacks.
Oh yeah.
Not a lot of good ones actually.
Gardner Minshew's a beast, dude.
Yeah,
He's
Uncle
awesome.
Rico. Uncle Rico looking motherfucker.
Okay,
That
tell
was
me.
definitely audible.
Tell me what you think this word means when I say it. Gumshoe.
Gumshoe,
Yeah. What do you think gumshoe means?
That's a
like
Pokemon.
tough.
It means like a detective.
Hmm.
It's weird. Like
Where's
Thank
what's
you for
the
tuning
origin?
in for the
I don't-
ZestyBoyz word of the week.
I don't know what the origin
Gumshoe.
is. I can look it up. But I know a gumshoe is like a detective. Like in the.
Oh, like it sticks to your shoe, like a gumshoe.
He's all
Maybe.
over you.
He's all over
Like
you.
in
Yeah.
what's that person? It's like Where's Waldo, but something. It's like a lady who's like Where's Waldo.
Carmen Sandiego.
Carmen Sandiego. I think there's someone in like that series that says, "All right, gumshoe, like you're doing a good
Oh.
job" or
It
something.
makes sense when you think about it. Like gum sticks to your shoe, and a
Yeah.
detective kind of like.
I don't
sticks
know
to
if that's
you.
the reason. Why.
I guarantee you that's
It's kind of hard to see it
I
from this
don't know.
distance.
Kind of hard to see what.
I don't know. That was a weird inside joke about what you were saying yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
But
We'll save that discussion for my super whoop-a-diddy.
did you play? Oh no. Did you ever play Pajama Sam as a kid?
No, I did not play.
What
You know
is
what,
that?
you know what that is? It's like that little like blue guy, little blue kid.
Like sad.
No, he's
Like
like
foster
just
son.
blue. And he's like I remember there was one where he like goes into his closet to fight him like to see if there's a monster, and it's like this whole like world's back there. Pretty
Oh.
fun game. Similar to it in Spy Fox. You ever play Spy Fox?
Not.
You played it?
Is it like Sly Cooper?
It's like It's just a computer game.
I guess I didn't.
Is it a different
'cause I was
game?
thinking Sly Cooper. I
Yeah.
nodded thinking of Sly Cooper.
I remember having Spyro for the Game Boy Advance, and I couldn't get past the training level, and so I tried it for like a few hours and just couldn't do it multiple times, and
Dude,
just never played that
Spyro-
game.
One of my favorite games of all time.
I've
I
never played it.
it.
I tried, but
I have the remastered version for the
Really?
Xbox One.
Ooh.
Is it good?
It's very fun. It's very nostalgic for me.
That's how Ratchet and Clank kind of was for me.
if you boys are up for it, we got some
Another good one.
questions for this episode.
I'm always down.
You're always
How
up
many
for
we
it.
have?
Would Riley say?
A lot actually.
Really?
So first question. No, this isn't a question. It's just a demand from a guy named Andy. Hey, Andy, you're a
Hi.
guy. It says, "Do Tropicalia IPA and Service Compass Rose."
Thanks, Andy. We've already done Tropicalia, but we will check out Service. Compass
Yeah,
Rose.
fake fan.
I'm not on that show.
No, but if you go back, you'll find our Tropicalia video. I think it was like the 5th or 6th one that we did.
We got any goddamn
somewhere
beer
on
here?
there. This next question's from a fella named Riley. Riley says, "Thoughts on the update? Thoughts on the update North Korean basketball scoring? Question mark.
On the what?
Thoughts on the update North Korean basketball scoring?
The updated maybe?
You guys are gonna have to take that one.
I-
I don't know what
I
that
have no
means.
idea what he's talking about. We need to look that up. I'll
Look it up real quick.
Yeah.
We'll get to the
Yeah.
next question. The next one's pretty easy. From a friend named Bradley, says, "What the fuck?"
That's a good question.
You know, Bradley, that is a great question. I think it's one that philosophers have tried
Oh.
to tackle for years.
I know what he's talking
And I think it depends on how you look at it. You can wake up some days and think that, there's nothing.
Mitchell-
Nothing's up.
Mitchell's our sports reporter, by the way. We're like a news station
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
He's our sports guy. Joey's the weather.
Yeah.
I'm a cameraman.
about. So I remember, all right, okay, so they developed their own scoring system. 3 points for a dunk, 4 points for a three-pointer that doesn't touch the rim, 8 points for a basket scored in the final 3 seconds, and a missed free throw means minus 1 point.
Ooh.
I kind of like the missed free throw one.
The-
But then that makes
The,
it,
the 3 point, like the 4
never
points
mind.
for a 3-pointer without touching the rim, that's going to cause so much controvery. Like, that touched the fucking
that's
rim.
a pretty stupid one.
I like the dunk for 3 points. That's badass.
Yeah,
It
that
should be like dunk for 10 points. Just like
If you dunk jumping past the free throw line,
Yeah, and
6 points.
8 points for a basket in the final 3 seconds.
that just like
That's
ends
bullshit.
the game.
I like it.
it
Riley, I'm into it.
Probably,
You know,
yeah,
my-
if they made it like another league, like another basketball league, I would love to see this type of score.
Who's
It's
that
like
guy
the
who's
XFL.
Yeah.
Who's the guy who's friends with like Kim Jong Un? Who's like a
Dennis
Donald
Rodman?
Trump.
I want to see Dennis Rodman play in the North Korean
Dude,
basketball
Dennis
league.
Rodman he's got a really cool documentary about him.
Does
He's a
he?
fucking madman, insane, like
I'd
actually
like to see
crazy.
Donald Trump playing the North Korean basketball league.
I see Donald Trump move faster than a walking speed.
This next question's from a guy named Hank. Hey Hank, it says,
I don't believe that.
"What do you get at Waffle House if you can't get the All-Star?"
Whoa!
I don't get the
all-star.
All-Star.
The All-Star down. Oh, go Mitchell.
I get the Texas bacon, egg, and cheese melt every time.
Nice, dude.
I also get the Texas bacon, egg, and cheese melt every time. I fucked up and got a chocolate chip waffle this last time. I got
Delicious.
felt like I got a goddamn cavity. Haverty's furniture. No, just because it's like 3 pounds of chocolate on half an ounce of waffle, and then I put syrup and butter on it, both because I'm not gonna eat a dry waffle, and it tasted good, but I could only eat like a quarter of it.
Mm-hmm.
Should have
Alright,
got the
Hank.
Texas bacon, egg, and cheese melt, eggs over medium.
Let me take this, Hank. You've got a 50-50 shot with me. I might be getting that Texas Frisco melt, the Texas patty melt.
Ooh, that is good.
Not bad. Or I might go in an alternate direction
Get
if
a
it's
sausage
more close
hash
to
brown
breakfast.
bowl.
Negative.
Oh.
I'll get the hash browns all the way.
Wow.
That's a horrible. It's
Not bad.
It's a death wish.
I've had it a few times.
They're like chili and all that shit on it.
There's a pizza place called Hungry Howie's that does flavored crust, and if you order suicide crust, they put on everything. And I've gotten that a few times. Every single time, it's made my mouth numb, but it tasted delicious.
Damn.
I don't know why it makes my mouth numb, but it was good. Next question is from, I believe, Wit, but it might just be his username. It
Wit.
says, "What is your favorite Darty beer?" Darty meaning day party.
Day beer. Yeah.
Not
Can I
day
see
beer,
his-
day party.
Dude.
Like WHIT.
No, his name.
I have one friend named Wit spelled WHIT
I know.
and one friend named Wit spelled WITT.
I have a friend named Whit, and I was wondering if it was him, but I don't think.
I
That's
don't
him.
think it is. I think it's just a fan.
My favorite
Hey, Whit.
dirty
I
beer.
love you, Wit.
Mine is
Probably
probably
cutting the light.
I was gonna say Natty Light, just because that's like the only beer that I've ever had at Darty's.
You got a
Just
marathon
in
you gotta run.
college. Like you can get like a bunch of flats of Natty Light for pretty cheap, and that's just kind of the
Give
go-to.
me a goddamn keg of Hennessy and or
Genesee.
Genesee
Oh Lord.
or Hennessy.
Yeah, Natty Light's like the one. Any Darty I've been to has had Natty Light, just because all the Darties have been frat parties.
Dude, I think
Yeah.
give me a claw. You know, nowadays,
Claw?
give me a
That's
claw.
not a beer.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
seltzer.
shut the fuck up.
It's a hard seltzer.
No,
This is why you're not
we
on the beer
expect that.
podcast.
Yeah.
We expect that from you.
Yeah, we do, honestly.
No,
shut
I'm
the
thinking. if
Mitchell
I'm thinking-
Pussy Fingers Gun.
That's a good nickname.
That's
if
his
I'm
new
thinking
nickname.
Darty, I'm thinking it's hot outside. I'm going Modelo, probably. A light Spanish beer. I also, you bring
Just give me
a
a claw.
sixer of Yingling to me at any time of the day, I'll polish it with you.
All right.
I
well,
love Yingling.
this next question's from a guy named Carter. It says, "What's your favorite brand of condom?
Trojan.
Don't use them." Heyo.
Magnum for my Magnum dong.
Oh,
Nice, Mitchell.
yeah. Okay, also from Carter, it says, "What is the first and last name of the ugliest woman you've ever slept with?" We're going to skip over that one.
That's a
This
indictment.
this one's from Angelo. It says, "Will I ever find love?" No, you will not. You're too short.
Nah, you will.
This one is also from Angelo. It says, "What was the name of the burrito place you recommended?" I forgot again.
Lake Burrito.
It's Burrito Border in Tallahassee, Florida. It's pretty good.
Also Lake Burrito.
This one's from our good friend Lauren. It says, Have you got your discs back? No, I have not, but people have sent me
These are
in
just
discs, and I bought
Questions for you.
some. They are. That's because I posted it. This one says, "Will you open a channel for your fans on Discord or Telegram?" I think I made a Discord once, but I don't know how to moderate a Discord, so I'll throw the link in the description, but it's probably going to be pretty vacant in there.
I've never even used Discord.
This one's from my good pal Noah. Says, "Y'all want some beer from Pennsylvania?" ?
Yes.
Yes. Ginger Snap will
I'll
take
take some.
anything you'll toss us. I'll send you an Addy. This one is from, I think this one's directed specifically towards Joey from Jada. Says, "For Joey, did Brandon ever leave Darius alone?" I thought it was
It's an
just as
inside
funny.
joke. It's an inside joke.
Explain
Well,
it.
did he?
All right,
Did he leave him
uh,
alone?
So, I would go out with my fraternity at
Oh.
fraternity events.
Mm-hmm.
We would often get very drunk, and I had two gentlemen in my fraternity by the name of Brandon and Darius. Brandon is actually my big,
Oh.
and one time I was very drunk,
How
and
big
I
is he?
couldn't stop saying, "Brandon, leave Darius alone," and it's not funny.
That's
you know,
hilarious.
Secondhand.
Well, there you go.
So,
This
but the answer is no.
This one's one Mitchell can chime in on. It says, "What's your favorite Star Wars?" ? There's a correct answer. Thanks, Bilal. I think that's how you pronounce your name. If not, please correct me.
Bilal comments on a lot of my stuff.
You
Revenge of the
He's a
Sith.
fan. I love him.
Yeah, me too.
Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
Is that episode 3?
Yeah. Yeah,
Ep-
I'm a sucker. That was like right when I was like,
Dude,
what,
I
like
remember seeing the
12?
I remember seeing the previews for
Not
Revenge of
even.
the Sith. It was like look at the craziest thing on the
Yeah.
planet.
I
I was at a
just-
drive-in
I was
movie
hyped
theater for
for it.
National Treasure 2 or National Treasure 1
Whoa.
eating KFC. I specifically remember.
I think National Treasure is better than most Star Wars movies.
I mean, that's
They're coming out with the third
That's why
one.
he didn't ask which is better, National Treasure or Star Wars, because
You're
that's an
right.
obvious answer.
My answer though is The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, why so?
I just
Is that the one where
Man.
Luke gets thrown into the pit with the big monster?
the Sarlacc.
Yeah. No, not the
No.
Sarlacc pit. It's like he's in like a cave looking area,
Oh,
and they open
yes.
up the thing.
I forget what it's called, but
Yeah.
yeah, he has to cut open his tauntaun and crawl into it.
Oh
No,
nice.
he didn't cut
Not
it
that
open.
one.
Han Solo
Han
cut it open
Solo-
for him.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back. I just think it's like from start to finish action, baby. There's no dull moment.
Mm-hmm.
But close second is A New Hope.
I think the best is Phantom Menace. It's got space politics. It's got an alien named
Yeah, it
Sebulba.
does.
It's got Jewish stereotypes. It's got
Oh,
everything.
yeah!
It's got everything you'd want. Jabba the Hutt's in it for some reason, just to watch a pod race. Now this is pod
You make
racing.
hard argument.
Oh, okay. You guys like the lightsaber? What about one with 2 blades?
Dude, all the like voices, Darth Maul's lightsaber sick.
It is sick.
All the voices of the pod racers are so funny.
Mhm.
They're like all
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Bondada, bondada.
So they're just doing like they just got Seth MacFarlane to come in and do his like Family Guy racial stereotypes, and that was the entire movie. There's a lot of aliens that they'll never like bring up again and never discuss again. Glip glops, as I call them. Jingo Jabo Sabulba, haha. And then I forgot about Mr. Jar Jar Binks. I heard that Jar Jar wasn't actually supposed to be in the movie, and an actual alien just showed up on set, and George Lucas just kept rolling.
Yeah, that's probably how it went.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy George.
That's why they call him that. All right, well, that's it for the questions we have today. You can always send in your questions on the Zesty_podcast Instagram DMs. Slide in, baby. We'll respond, maybe. All right. Well, we're out of questions.
All right.
What does that mean?
Are we at a point where we can do the B's and
Oh,
SWDs?
we can do the B's and SWDs.
Yeah.
Start from the right historically.
Yeah, okay. So
What's your bummer of the week, Joey?
my bummer of the week is with NHL 19.
Like
for
the video
Xbox,
game?
with the video game. And it is specifically on the Facebook. On the face-off, I made a superstar, and I'm a center, so I take all the face-offs in hockey.
Mm.
And it is a hockey game. And what you have to do is you have to hit A and the left analog stick when the puck drops, obviously. And but every time I do it, it'll tell me good timing, tie up, or it'll say good timing, beat by a player with greater skill. But I'm only a rookie in the league,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not my beef. Like, I get it, dude. You've been in the league longer than
You're a
me.
rook.
You've got better skill.
You got to build your way up, Joey.
But your skill goes down the more face-offs you lose. So I'm a rookie with low skill, losing face-offs, and my face-off skill is going down.
Sounds like a little self-fulfilling prophecy there.
I think you need better timing.
It'll tell me, no, it like gives feedback, and it's like good timing, beat by player with better skill. And it's like
that is a bad system.
Devote all your training to face-off.
that's what I'm doing right now.
You need to start
That's what
playing
I'm
more
doing.
often.
So anyways, thanks a lot, NHL 19. You freaking bummed me out lately.
That's rough.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
What's your bummer of the week, Mitchell?
Earlier today I think I broke my middle finger or
Really?
did something
It does look a little swollen.
right there. Maybe a sprain,
Yeah.
but I think I might have heard it snap
There
playing
was
basketball.
we were it was when me and Tommy worked as janitors. We went bowling one night, and I do a two-handed release, and like I slipped, and like the ball hit the ground before my fingers left, and I think I actually like fractured or sprained my finger because it hurt so bad. When I woke up in the morning, my skin was like the tightest it's ever been. It was like my finger was just way bigger than it had ever been, and like it didn't stop hurting for a long time. Like if you look at my two fingers, it looks like one of them has been broken in the past.
Yeah,
I'll let you pick. Pick which one. Tap it. Tap the broken one.
that one.
Tap the broken one.
They both look
The
weird when
base
you
looks
hold them
pretty
like
fucked.
that.
I'm gonna say that one.
You were both right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to encroach on your bummer, Mitchell.
No, it's okay.
No, it's
You-
okay.
you
I
used
broke
to
my
it.
finger and now it does that.
I mean, I trained this finger to do it because whenever I played thumps, I would just do that.
Ow.
See, it works
Don't
pretty
do
well. That's why you
That's
don't
why I
sit.
moved off the middle.
Yeah, I do that to Joey all the time. It's like
Under the table.
he's like a Levy, and I'm like
Is the camera
Katrina.
still on?
I don't fucking know.
Oh shit. That means that the audio is gonna pick up us just talking with a dark camera. We gotta keep talking, Mitchell.
Oh, I
There's
just
no
farted.
audio, or not. No, there is audio. There's no video though.
You ever have a poot crawl through a poop?
Yeah, and it's like the worst smelling thing of all time. I
Mm.
did that just moments ago.
Same here.
Yeah.
I don't smell a thing.
Throwing a video of ninja flossing in the downtime.
Oh my
Uh.
gosh, I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
Look at Ninja go.
Oh man.
He's so talented.
Look at all the
It's a
people in the
shame that
crowd.
These people take him for granted. He's such an entertainer.
I've got a DVD of Coal Mountain Elementary,
God, that's like
2008.
y'all send a fan mail to Coal Mountain Elementary School.
We'll answer
We'll
All
answer.
Zest.
Send death threats.
No, that's our elementary school.
Not mine.
Please.
I have allegiance to Chattahoochee. Everyone at Coal Mountain was a bunch of sluts. I'm not sure if I pressed record.
Oh, no. God, this is some of the wackiest audio of all time, probably. Oh, it's on.
We are recording.
Oh yeah.
Audio's been going.
That thing ain't gonna fail.
All the sluts at Coal Mountain.
Oh my.
Shut up, little pill.
They called them Whole Mountains
Oh.
when we were at Chattahoochee Elementary.
You're going to have to cut
Like,
this, dude.
all
You're
those-
talking about kindergarten.
minors.
I don't know. The people I'm talking about are all adults now. We used to. That's just what we used to say. They called us
You did
Chattahoochee.
not used to say
They
that
used to
back
ca-
in 5th
It
grade.
was like how in middle school they called us Little Pill, and I don't even
You
know.
were.
Horth for Scythe. Is that what they
Or
said?
for
Yeah, they
Scythe.
tried to make Horth for
North
Scythe work.
Forsyth.
See, it was
They
whole.
made Potwell work well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, it was Whole Mountain because everyone was like, oh, all those third graders just get railed,
Oh.
and then just
Oh my
easy. It was.
You're going to have to cut this. Check the time.
I'm not cutting it.
Oh,
You just said, look
Third
at those third
graders
graders
get
getting
railed.
railed.
I said that's what they used to say. That's why I didn't. I never said it. I'm not like that kind of person.
You just winked at me. What was that?
What?
You're
I did it on my off-camera eye, Mitchell.
we get it, Tony. You're a slave to comedy.
I am a slave to comedy.
It'll take a bit to the bitter end.
Someone make a slave joke that's not offensive.
Don't do anything.
Um,
Don't move.
the
He's waiting. Don't mention minors. Oh, what's your freaking bummer, dude? Go on.
I don't know. What bad happened? What bad happened to me this week? I don't know. Just feeling unsuccessful. Personal mental blocks, I guess.
Yeah.
Like taking other people's successes and like comparing myself to them.
I feel
It's
that.
kind of like my inner thoughts, I guess, is my bummer. How I like can't stop comparing myself to other people and
Yeah.
feeling unsuccessful because of it.
You're your own worst enemy.
Exactly. I'm a lot of people's worst enemy.
I appreciate. I
T-
appreciate
Tips
the
Fedora.
transparency. But yeah, I feel that a lot. I think all of us do.
Yeah. Well,
I
I,
feel
well,
like-
I don't feel so bad anymore, Joey. Thanks.
see, he's his own worst enemy.
Why don't you just try not being sad anymore? Oh, thanks. My depression's cured. Just kidding. I don't have depression. Depression's a serious thing. I have a problem where I feel like everybody has a problem when they say, "Oh, I'm really depressed right now."
Yeah.
Instead of saying sad, they say depressed, and it makes people who actually have depression seem less real.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that the first time you've ever been empathetic towards a group of people?
Shut up.
Gonna have to cut that slur.
Yeah,
You should beep it out so people don't know what you can say anything.
I will. I'm 41.
Shut up, beep. Could have said
You're
anything.
gonna have to put a bar over your mouth as well. Man.
What's your super whoop-a-diddy of the week there, Joey?
My super whoopity of the week came Saturday around lunchtime.
Is her
Is
name
it
Abby?
Abby pregnant?
We're having a baby. No.
Don't let
Abby-
her get impaled.
You've
Abby and
had
I-
premarital sex?
No.
Good off-camera wink, Joey.
No. Abby and I, we went on a little date Friday night.
You popped the question.
Oh, you're
No,
getting
I-
married.
Oh, let's see the ring.
She's waiting. Like, it's how long you been
I
dating?
know you're both stalling, trying to think of super whoopiditties right now.
Oh, I got one. Don't worry.
I know you do. I don't have one. So we go on a date Friday night. We go to one of our favorite places. I get wings there because wings are my favorite food.
Mm-hmm.
Wings are my favorite food.
Ring in the wing.
Abby.
And Saturday around lunchtime, we're like, oh, where do we want to go eat? I'm like, we could go back to Amici.
We go
is the
back to my
place.
place.
Yeah, could have,
Good.
but we didn't. I
Mm.
was like, we could go back to Amici, but I don't know. Like,
Monroe?
I think there might be one in Monroe.
Okay.
Yeah, there is one in Monroe.
I
We
should-
ate at Monroe, and then there's one in Covington as well.
Okay.
We ate at the one in Monroe on Friday, and then Saturday we went to the one in Covington. And I just think Abby hit me with a heavy super whoop-a-diddy when she said, yeah, we can go to Amici again, and you can eat wings again. So for 2 meals in a row, I ate wings.
I guess
And I
nothing
think
to-
that was my best part of my last week.
And that's why your chair is about 6 inches farther back from the table than it usually is. Because you keep eating damn wings all the time.
Yeah. See, welcome to Zesty Podcast, where you get fat shamed by Tony every time you come on.
How was the gym today?
It was good.
What'd you do?
Lats and shoulders.
That was a legitimate question. You told us you went to the gym.
Trying to crawl your way out of it.
How was the cardio? Oh, didn't do cardio? That's what I was gonna. That was the bit I was gonna do.
Yeah, I didn't do cardio.
But then you expected it, so I had to change and make it something I wasn't about to fat shame Joey.
Joey, we like you just the way you are.
Thank you, Mitchell.
We like you just the way you were.
Right before you ate those wings.
How many wings did you get?
I got 6
that's
Friday and then 6 Saturday.
that is a respectable
What
amount.
side?
Fries.
Did you see Taco Mac raise their prices?
Did they?
It's like more expensive now, and you have to order fries separately. They don't come with a side now.
Boo.
Yeah,
That's
I
bullshit.
don't like Taco Mac as much anymore.
Freaking, you're on the hot seat right now,
That
Taco
should have
Mac.
been my bummer. Fuck mental illness. Taco Mac raised their prices. Mitchell, what's your super whoopity of the week?
Went to Kennesaw last night, which where I went to. Used to go.
Last night, really?
I did, yeah.
Damn.
Went there and watched the Super Bowl with good pal Brady.
Oh.
That's-
shout out
He won a
Brady.
Chili's gift card. Just never watches the
Really?
podcast. So he didn't figure it out or call.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Maybe he'll watch this one.
Yeah. Wait, does he still have it?
I mean, yeah.
Dude, he would be ecstatic if he learned that he
Well,
knew.
if he would listen to the podcast.
Should I text him?
No, he has to listen to it. This is his punishment for not being a loyal fan. But
Alright.
as soon as he listens, Brady, the gift card's yours.
How much is it?
Call in, $10.
$10.
Chili's gift card.
You go there
I'm
during.
going to tell him to watch the podcast this week
You
and tell him
should.
that he won a chili
He
gift card.
still won't.
Probably not.
But if you do, you got the gift card. You won it. We drew your name about like 12 episodes ago.
Wow.
All right.
Damn.
But yeah, and just like I got to see people that I've known before, met new people, and just a nice time.
All right.
Going
good.
into the Super Bowl, who did you have?
It's 49ers.
I
I'm wearing a
had
49ers jersey.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you get a 49ers jersey from?
At Goodwill.
Really?
Yeah,
Can I buy it from you?
maybe.
What size is it?
XL.
My mom's a huge 49ers fan. I'll buy it.
She know
buy it from
Garrison
you.
Hurst.
I guarantee you she does. She's like a huge.
If she knows who Garrison Hurst is, I will sell it to you.
I'll call her right now. Get her on the podcast.
All right, that's a
oh
good
my
call.
God.
It's a good call.
Garrison Hurst.
Yeah.
I had
Just
the
know what
49ers
position.
too, but it could have
Okay.
been either team, you know.
See if she answers. That's some high quality.
That is.
Hello?
I have a quick question.
All right.
Do you know who Garrison Hurst is?
Garrison first. No.
Oh, he's a 49ers player. You almost won a free jersey.
What?
You almost won a free jersey from the Zesty Podcast, but you didn't get the correct answer.
Man.
Yeah,
Sorry.
All right. Well, have a good night.
Okay, bye.
Bye. She's upstairs. I want to see her after that.
It's kind of sad.
A little sad.
It's like,
She's
okay.
gonna go cry.
So-
You should cut that.
I won't.
It wasn't going to be free.
No.
I was going to make her. I was going to price gouge that
You're
jersey.
going to make Tony and his mom back.
I was going to get royalties every time she wore it.
Well, if you're done with yours, I got a good super whoop-a-doody.
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna paint a picture for you.
Buckle up, Mitchell.
Imagine
He's
you
coming for you.
you walk out to a
Oh, no.
disc golf course. It's a second time you've ever played the course. You and your friend who you just beat the day before. You're going into a hard match. You both know you want to win bad. He's taking the lead right off the first hole. You're 2 behind him. Cut to like 16th hole. He's 3 strokes ahead of you. It's just like, all right, you're playing for second at this point. Hole 17, he double bogeys it, brings it up to a 1-throw gap. You're 1 behind him, going on to the 18th tee. You go up first because he double bogeyed. He's last. You fucking bomb your drive. There you go. You know you're sitting pretty for easy par, possible birdie. He feels the pressure. You can see he feels the pressure. Botches his drive bad, knowing that he's like this is the biggest drive of the game. Botches it. You're feeling confident now. You know what's gonna happen. Upshot. You throw not the best one. You have a far putt for birdie, but you sink it. And then he has to sink an equal distance putt to tie the game. Think about the pressure he would be feeling. Not you, him, your enemy, your rival in this game. talking trash the whole game, belittling you the entire time.
Not
Just
one
being-
time that I believe.
He misses the putt by inches, and you win. Biggest game of the year so far. That's my super whoop-a-diddy. I'm not going to say who my opponent was because I don't want to embarrass him. But god damn, I know he's been thinking about it since then. And everyone else who was there has been thinking. They've been talking about it in circles of friends who don't know any of us. That's it.
I've got a new bummer of the week.
Sounds like you had a good time, Tony.
Oh, were you there? I did have a good time though. That's
Yeah.
If you ever get a chance to go out to Chattahoochee Point Disc Golf Course,
I've been. I've played it many times.
play the hard holes. The easy
Yeah.
holes are stupid.
Yeah, we played the short tee, so it didn't really count.
It didn't really count. And we were calling Mitchell king of the short tees.
Turns out
He was accepting it.
Tony's the king of the short tees.
Turns out. But yeah, like the short tees are
Oh,
literally the
I'm
same.
100% bad bitch.
It's like the same throw
Lizzo?
for every single hole. Like the hard tees, like by playing the short tees, you're missing out on what makes the holes unique.
But yeah,
That's what I gotta say about
that's
that.
let's just say I was choking like I was in the Australian forest fires out there.
You were
Not very tasteful.
had to hide a smile on that drive on 18. Not gonna lie, Mitchell.
I can picture it now. It's across that big field.
Imagine going a quarter mile to the left of the tee pad.
That's what I did.
I even said, I'm like, you're throwing
Into the woods.
You're throwing an understable disc.
It would have been
into a
fine. It's because I threw it 200 feet in the air. If I just thrown it straight,
if
it
you
wouldn't have been too bad.
Stable, it would have been even worse.
Yeah.
It happens. I've choked way harder. When me and Gleb played, I was having a hissy fit that whole game. I think you left before even that happened because that was the first time we ever played for money, and I just choked so hard. And I was like, I lost a disc on hole 17. I was just like, fuck! I quit. This game sucked. And
I lost
shit.
a disc on Chattahoochee Point too.
Yeah, I didn't lose one on Chattahoochee Point. This was at Central Park.
Oh my bad. Well, I
But-
lost one at Chattahoochee Point. It was my favorite disc, and I haven't played since.
Really? Which disc was it?
It was my rainbow driver.
What,
It was a tie-dye rainbow.
do you know what mold it was?
No.
All right, you didn't need to be playing anyways there, Joey.
Oh, I didn't know that I was talking
Who's
to
your
the
favorite?
gatekeeper
Name
of
12.
disc golf.
Name 12 pro disc golfers from 2005.
Can't name a single one.
Ken
Ken
Climo.
Climo.
There we go.
Peter
Dinklage.
Feldberg.
Dave Feldberg.
Peter
Maybe
Dinklage.
Wiggins. Dave Wiggins. Maybe. I can't
Yeah.
name. Paul Macbeth. He was an amateur back then. I don't know. You should come out and play with us, Joey.
I'd love to.
I was hoping you'd say no.
Oh yeah, I don't.
I was
really
hoping you'd be
play
like, oh, I
anymore.
lost my rainbow driver. I can't. Like, I
Yeah.
thought that was a shoe-in.
You'd make a damn fool of yourself out there, son.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm so big.
Yeah. Good cardio. You're walking a few miles. Like.
Joey, come over to the Central. We can play a little bit of basketball. I'll teach you the ropes.
Thanks, Paul.
Not show you the ropes. He'll teach you.
No, I'll teach
Thanks,
you the
Uncle
ropes.
Mitch.
This here's a hemp rope. This
Yeah.
one's made out of ox hair.
Oh,
All right. Well, this seems like a good time to end this episode of the
Yeah,
Zesty
fat
Podcast.
shaming Joey.
Fat shaming Joey, disc golf shaming Joey and Mitchell, and Tony comes off scot-free because he's a great guy. Thank you so much for watching.
Dude, you're an asshole.
We'll see you on the next one.
Sorry about all this.